This week, some of our students will be returning to Empire Oaks in a hybrid AM-PM model. Some students will come in the morning and others will come in the afternoon. The teachers and staff at Empire Oaks are so excited to welcome you back. Some things will look the same, but some things will look different when you come back to school. Please watch this video to help prepare you for some of the changes. Let's talk about drop-off and arrival. You can walk to school, ride your bike to school, or be dropped off at school by a vehicle like a car or a school bus. When you arrive at school, you'll see signs that say students only beyond this point. If your parents walk you to school, this is where you hug and go. Next to these signs will be hand sanitizer that you can use to sanitize your hands as you enter campus. We will also have 2 hand washing stations on campus. All students must wear a mask on campus. Please make sure you have your mask on before you enter campus. If you forget your mask, you can get one from the front office. This year, students will line up at their classrooms on acorns that are physically distanced at 6 feet apart. We will not be lining up in the multi or on the blacktop this year. As you walk down the hallway, you'll see a yellow line down the middle of the sidewalk. That yellow line is for two-way traffic. Remember, stay to the right. You will also see arrows indicating the direction of travel. If it's raining when you arrive at school, there are some classes that will line up physically distanced in the multi. Your teachers will tell you if your class is one of those classes. As you enter your classroom, greet your teacher with a touchless gesture like air hugs, air high fives, a thumbs up, a peace sign, a big smile, or a hello in sign language. As you walk in, please maintain 6 feet of distance between you and the people in front of you and behind you. 6 feet is like the length of 2 big dogs, like Labradors or Golden Retrievers. If you have a backpack or water bottle, your teacher will let you know where you are to place your items. In some classes, it might be in an assigned cubby, and in other classes, it might be at your desk. You'll notice that classrooms with tables have plexiglass, and classrooms with desks have them spaced at 6 feet apart. If you need to get a drink or use the restroom, please raise your hand and your teacher will excuse you. You'll also notice each student will have their own personal supplies, so they will not need to touch other people's things. 2 students can use the restroom at a time. When a student needs to go to the bathroom, they'll ask permission, take a magnet from their classroom, go to their assigned restroom, place the magnet on the door on one of 2 Andy acorns, use the restroom, wash their hands, grab their magnet, and return to class. If there are already 2 magnets on the door, they'll know that the restroom is occupied, and they can wait on one of the acorns outside of the bathroom. If it's an emergency and a 3rd stall is available, of course they may go in and use it. Keep your mask on while in the restroom, and wash your hands after you use the bathroom. Scrub them really well for at least 20 seconds. Need a timer? Hum happy birthday from beginning to end twice. Use hand sanitizer if you can't use soap and water. Even though we don't have recess this year, we will have a 10-minute break during each AM or PM session. Only 2 classes will have their break at the same time, and they will be stationed at opposite ends of the blacktop so as not to mix student groups. During the break, students may eat a snack and/or participate in walking club if they choose. Depending on which side of the blacktop your class is on, you'll be allowed to eat a snack either in the amphitheater or under the shade structure. Rubber spots will indicate where you can sit or stand physically distanced in those areas. If you have a snack, please make sure you throw your garbage in the trash can. Unfortunately, the play structures will not be open and we will not have any recess equipment out. We will have another video coming out shortly that will explain Walking Club in further detail. At the end of your 10-minute break, a yard supervisor will blow the whistle and you will walk back to class with your teacher. When school is over, your teachers will walk you out to the areas where you can exit campus. Those areas are in front of the multi, along Acorn Avenue, or out the back gate to the park. If a parent is picking you up, make sure you know where you're meeting them. If you're riding your bike or walking home or going out the back gate, go ahead and do so safely. If you are waiting on Acorn Avenue or in front of the multi, make sure you keep your mask on and that you're at least 6 feet away from others. Remember, acorns wear masks to school. Acorns stay 6 feet apart, which is the same as the length of 2 large dogs, and acorns wash their hands. Before you return to school, you will review an Empire Oaks Agreements page with your family. It is important that you read and understand everything on this agreement. After reviewing it with your family, you will sign it at the bottom as a promise to follow the agreements. Each morning before coming to school, you will have someone at home check your temperature and ask you a few questions to make sure that you're feeling well enough to come to school. If you have one of the symptoms on the screening tool, you will need to stay home until the symptom has resolved or until you have seen a doctor. When selecting a mask, there are many choices. Here are some do's and don'ts. Do choose masks that have 2 or more layers of washable, breathable fabric. Completely cover your nose and mouth and fit snugly against the sides of your face and don't have any gaps. Do not choose masks that are made of fabric that makes it hard to breathe, for example, vinyl. Have exhalation valves or vents which allow virus particles to escape, or are intended for healthcare workers, including N95 respirators or surgical masks. CDC does not recommend the use of gaiters or face shields. Evaluation of these face covers is ongoing, but effectiveness is unknown at this time. Follow the guidelines about materials and quality of face coverings. That's it for this Welcome Back and Safety video. We can't wait to see you on Thursday.